Hello to my Leos. All right, Leos, let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Happy last quarter moon. Happy last quarter moon in Scorpio, and then it'll move into Sagittarius. Okay, Leos, let's get right into it. Last quarter moon is all about finishing strong, right? All about finishing strong. And so we had a full moon in your sign on the 12th of February, right? With a full moon in your sign, and you all are ruled by the sun. The sun. You all are ruled by the sun. I love it. Leo rules the fifth house. The fifth house is, creativity. It actually encompasses creativity, play, and leisure. So it means that our activities here bring joy and delight, serving to reinforce a sense of being special and unique individual. Children come under this house, as do romance and gambling. The fifth house also connects us with, like I said, creativity and self-expression. So traditional astrology places children in this house, surely the ultimate joyful expression of our creative capacities, right? What do I always say? Leos are fun. Fun. So cross watchers, if you may want to, if you have Leo in your birth chart, really tune in, right? Like really get to know your entire birth chart, so that you're not basing your good or bad experience on free will, a person's choice to choose, to choose what frequency they're on. So it's just saying, but get to know the zodiac signs in your house. Fifth house also rules romance, right? So planets here might indicate how we show love to others, how we make others feel special, as well as ourselves. Lovers and romance are encompassed by this house, the aspect of relationship that arouses passion within us, and then also taking a gamble. So gambling belongs here too in the fifth house. All forms of risk taking and speculation, literal and metaphorical. So with fifth house activities, we often put our heart on the line, and it requires courage and self-belief to see the project through. And then recreation. So the fifth house is the inner child, so as adults, this part of ourselves is often tucked out of sight. We feel guilty for putting ourselves first and taking time out to smell the roses, yet it acts as pure pleasure and recreation to enforce the life spirit. That is the reason why, Leos, I speak so highly of all zodiac signs. Like I try to help people to reconnect with their houses, what their sign actually rules particular houses. And like I said, you all rule the fifth house, and that's what it symbolizes. Like I said, creativity and children, like just connecting with our inner child. And that's what makes a lot of you all so much fun to be around. So as you all are heading towards, some people are heading towards the North Node. We're in the ninth year. The ninth house connects us with travel, philosophy, connects us with higher levels of education. The fifth house and the third house are very similar in that the third house, which is ruled by Gemini, connects us with our, like, how we learned as children. But the ninth house, and we're in the ninth year, right? 2025, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. Excuse me, the year 2025 connects us with higher learning, not necessarily more college degrees or going to college, but it's like higher learning, like deeper spiritual knowledge of things. And so, but don't forget to allow your inner child to come out and play. Let's get into it. Let's set the tone for your reading, Leos. Let's set the tone for your reading. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So yeah, everything I learn will be used for my life's purpose. See? That's right. Don't forget when you wake up to set your intentions. That is so very important. If you all have been following me for years, we've been talking about setting intentions for years. You are setting the tone, free will. You're setting the tone for your day before the world sets the tone for your day. That's another thing that people appreciate about Leos, is like high vibrating Leos. It's not even arrogance. It's just a confidence and just knowing that you have the free will to set the tone for your day. And it gives the impression that some people that you don't really care what they think. You probably don't, but it's a good thing, right? Let's see what the number is. Let's see what your angel number is. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back to my Leos. Welcome back. 201, pattern. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. So your angels ask that you take a closer look at your patterns of behavior and consider how they play a role in the bigger picture. What are the small things you do in your life, in your daily life, that create bigger ripples in your world? So write down one day, write down one way in which you feel dissatisfied with life. Reflect on how that example may show up as a pattern in other places in your life. 201. 201. So there's always hidden messages. Well, not really so hidden messages and numbers, but two, right? Two connects us with high priestess, right? So somebody may be closing out a cycle with a high priestess who may have created some confusion, cause you to have a disorganized mind. Or it can be within yourself, your intuition, that caused you to have a disorganized mind. Remember, we're no longer in the year 8, 2024, right? Which is the year of transformation, death, rebirth, right? Doing away with judgment of people from their past, or, being in, opening yourself up to people who judge you by your past. Everybody has a past, really, like literally everybody. I mean, like, you didn't stay in the crib the whole time. Even if you stayed in the crib the whole time, you got a bigger crib. Somebody judged you by that. Oh, you mean to tell me you still, living at home in your little kid's room, sleeping in your twin bed? But yeah, so anyway, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get some fun out here. Let's get into it. All right, let's see. Let's see what our fun Leos are doing. Our sunny disposition Leos are doing. High vibrating Leos. Let's go on. Let's see what's going on. I saw that winning card trying to jump out the car. So y'all are hashtag winning in life. Okay. Keep your vibrations high. Make sure you are closing out karmic cycles within yourself. Anything that's unresolved in yourself will be karmic. Something that's unresolved, where you feel like, okay, people think you're shining too bright, and you buying into that. You all literally roll by the sun. Literally roll by the sun. So I mean, I'm not sure how you're supposed to tone that down. So yeah, your confidence level. And if you feel like you need like online mentors or something like that, that's where you follow another Leo online who is pretty confident and who knows how to handle, protecting their own inner child, from people. It's like you protect your own inner child. Because you're going to have fun regardless, and you're going to make sure your inner child is protected. So, yeah. So make sure you are getting your rest. Your moon sign is just as important as your sun sign, Leos. Let's get some good energy out here. All right, already prayed over your card. Independence. Yeah, independence, right? Manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. So that could be a direction that somebody is headed in, is learning how to manage your own money, so that you watching your own money. I heard a celebrity say one time years ago, hey, they don't let anybody else sign their checks. There it is, wealth, right? You're entering into a wealthy phase of life, becoming wealthier. So you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. So keep up the great work. Right? Make sure you are not, when I say resolve any karmic cycles within yourself, make sure you are not attached to other people's bad cycles. For real. Like pray and ask source. Like I just want total clarity. This right here, you learning how to manage your own money. If you have an accountant or somebody who is working on your stuff right there, and they doing some shady stuff, so it's just like, hey, even if you're like banking or something somewhere, and you're hearing all of these scary reports about this is happening, that's happening, and they're not really protecting, hey, maybe time to move it. Right? Or even if you're connected to people where you find yourself, you're always picking up the bill, and people just kind of sort of expect for you to always pick up the bill. Like, okay, can we share the love? Can you pay sometime? Without saying. So here we have perfect fit. So yeah, you're meant to be here. So finding the right path, the fit with the soul, the ideal job. Yeah. See all of this sparkling here? So source is saying you are meant to take care of yourself financially, like your health is wealth. excuse me, also. And so source is saying, let that inner child come out. You're having the confidence that, hey, I'm supposed to be here. I'm a shine. Okay. I'm going to shine bright as the sun. You don't have any competition. Even if you're standing next to another Leo, they are fearfully and wonderfully made, right? Just like you all are. So there is no competition, or people who may be, because I keep telling you all are inspiring a lot of people to be more confident in themselves. Y'all been inspiring people since y'all were kids, believe it or not. Really. Look, I mean, it may be draining after a while. It's like, oh my gosh. But you all are inspiring more people than you realize. And so keep up that good work that you all are inspiring a lot of people. So everything I learn will be used for my life's purpose. Yeah, everything. Yeah, resources. More resources are coming in. So use wisely and as needed. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Yeah. Save something for the future. And what did I say about the fifth house? Gambling. Right? Gambling. Oops. So don't risk too much. So excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Right? And let's see, they can get one more, maybe two more, maybe three more. Maybe four more. Okay, let's calm down. Okay, so anyway, so here we have many choices. So opportunities around you when you are in dilemma, all roads lead to Rome. So look at all options. So you have a lot of opportunities, many choices around you. You know, when you know how to manage your health, manage your wealth, your inner child feels protect. You know, somebody is learning how to, like, the beauty of protecting your own inner child, right? That's that that's that lion or lioness coming out, right? Of saying, I'm going to protect my own inner child, right? Make sure my inner child is good, right? So that, you know, so here we have many choices. So you have many choices, and then let's deal with us with social status. Social status. So you will reach the heights of fame in society. Don't get arrogant. That's what the card says. I don't think you all would get arrogant, but we're just going by what the card. So these are messages from spirit. Wellness. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. Boy, oh boy. Just because that happened to, like, just because I've had some very positive experiences with some Leo, you know, I don't want my cross watchers to attack me. I'm just going to get into the reading. So let me say, here we have star power. You have star power. So step into the spotlight. So become an influencer of the company and earn fame and popularity. So, you know, you got to love confidence for real. Like, you got to love, and that's with any zodiac sign who is confident in knowing where they're going in life. Some people find out earlier than others, but I'm telling y'all, you all know, you all have impacted a lot of people's lives without even realizing it. So keep up the good work, Leos. Let's get into it. Let's get right into your reading. I'll put this here. Let's put this here for a second. We may have to come back, swing back around and pull those back out. But yeah, that's what it's really about. You know, the house that you all rule, you rule the fifth house, right? And so you'll help people to move forward. You'll really help people to move forward. So you'll hear me compliment every zodiac sign, but it really just accentuating the positive in people, so you know that you have an option no matter what your upbringing was or what people assume about you or whatever. Hey, let source clean house. Let source clean house. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Leos, let's get right into it, right? So yeah, somebody is learning how to become a little bit more comfortable with their high priestess energy and closing out this, you know, feeling like you're by yourself, and like, you know, closing out the dark magician energy, the confusion within yourself. Like, you don't want to send off a confusing message. You know, I mean, refuse to be confused by other confused people, okay? You refuse to be confused by other people who are confused about what their North Star is. That's what birth charts are for, right? Let them pull their birth chart. You pulling yours, right? So yeah, and you can also, like I said, you know, big money coming. There it is. Bam, first card. Y'all see me shuffling. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So anyway, so here we have the Ace of Pentacles here. We also have the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah. We also have the Seven of Cups here. So somebody almost feels like the scales from your eyes have been removed, right? So when we talk about snake energy, right? A lot of people say, oh, that person's a snake. They think they got away with such and such. Nobody has gotten away with anything. Nobody has gotten away from anything. Not a person, not on planet Earth. They can go to Mars. They can go to Jupiter, Saturn, anywhere. They could transition. Nobody has gotten away with anything, right? So source is saying to you, instead of you looking at the snake is just because, remember, even on the medical symbol, there's two snakes, right? So good and evil, right? We're talking about duality. Look at it as an awakening for you of the environment that you could be in, right? You could be in an environment where people make you feel like you are a part of a team, but you don't have any authority. You just have a title, but you're not really a part. You're not a part of a team, and they see you as opposition, right? So source is saying you got money coming across your path. You're learning how to switch teams and recognize, hey, there are some people around you who may feel like your light is shining too bright. Maybe it's an outer appearance that you have. Whatever it is, source is saying, make sure if you're a part of a team, you have some say so. You can raise your hand. You can make some executive decisions because that's the direction that you're headed in. That is the direction that you're headed in. So source is saying the scales have been removed from your eyes. You're starting to see things different, whether you had a Kundalini experience or whether you had a spiritual awakening. You had an awakening. You had an awakening to some things. And usually it happens, Leos, especially if you have been conditioned. We're talking about Pentacles energy. Pentacles energy between the ages of 0 through 7, and then sacral chakra is between the ages of 8 years old and 14. Usually it happens in the very beginning where people may be like, oh, that baby, they just need too much attention. Okay, well, you were ruled by the sun. I mean, ta-da, here I am. Heard you was looking for me, here I go. Right? But anyway, so that's what I'm seeing here in your cards, is that source is saying to you, like, you're a team player, right? And so you don't have a problem with other people shining because you're a leader. This right here, you're a leader. Don't worry about it. You could be what, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. This is genderless, right? Genderless, colorless, whatever. You are a leader. You are a team player. And so source is saying, but when other people let you know that you are just a member of the team, but they are running the show and you don't have any say so, that's when you say, I'm going to tip on out of the room. And that's what I'm saying for you all. Because of your intuition, right? Here we have the strength card. Yep, here we have the strength card. This is your card here. See this, well, it's this 8th card, but you see this, the infinity symbol. It looks like an infinity symbol here. So it's just like, that lets you know that you're in a karmic relationship with self. It lets me know that there are some energies who you may have invested time with, that you may have had a title as son, daughter, cousin, mom, dad, employee, whatever title, life title, right? But you didn't have any authority. So now it's time for you to manage yourself, for real. It's time for you to manage your own investment. You are your investment, right? So now it's time to manage yourself. So that's where prayer is going to come in. So that in a very meek way, this right here, you see this lamb right here, you are letting source fight your battles meekly. That's why when people think that people are, the source is trying to get you in a soft person life, not just an era, but this is where you're learning how to live a softer life. Like, I know my worth, I know my value. If I'm not really a part of the team, or I'm a leader by default, for that can dim your light. Excuse me, it's not a competition. It really is not a competition, right? It's not a competition. So you're starting to see some things. Here we have the Knight of Wands here. And some people can be ruthless. With it. But you're free. You're free. You're learning the difference between, as we're talking here, 0 connects us with the Fool card. You said your mama and daddy didn't raise no fool. Right? You have intuition. You got an intuition too. This High Priestess energy. Your parents didn't raise a fool, right? So you got intuition too. But again, it's not a competition. Never has been. And so here we have number 1, the Magician. So you're basically telling people in your spirit in a very meek way, you can't confuse me. I know who I am. And so you're protecting your own inner child, right? You're protecting your own inner child. And so, yeah. So, yeah. Yep. So here we have the six of so you're learning how to move on from things quietly. You're kind of like taking a page out of people's books of just learning how to just quietly transition and just saying, you know what, I don't need to jump down off of, I don't need to come out of a wilderness mindset and put lion's paws on people. I know how to just move on quietly. I know how to transition quietly. I don't need to be kicking over tables and chairs, computer screens. I don't need to do any of that. I just know my worth and my value. I'm not a viable member of the team. I'm not a part of the team. And I'm seeing that I'm not a part of a team. So, okay, cool. No problem. I know my worth and my value. Deuces. So, source is saying you're free. You're free. All right, Leos. Let's see what else we got. Everything I learned will be used for my life's purpose. Used for your life's purpose, right? So, somebody found their soulmate. Somebody found their soulmate, right? So, yeah. So finding your soulmate, source is saying it's a wish that's fulfilled for you. Something is a wish fulfilled for you when you know that somebody is team you, and you are team them. Yep. So, yeah. So you're free. Whatever it is that kept you bound, you are free. Whatever it was that kept you bound, you feel like a teenager again. You're free. You're free. Something has been brought to light. You're free, right? Yeah, you found your star. Yep, you found your star, meaning your north node. You found your star. So, yeah, you're learning how to just move on quietly. Like, for real. Like, it's not, I'm telling you, Leos, it's not even, some things you're going to feel like it's something is going to let you know you're not a member. We're not on the same team. It is okay. It's okay. We're not on the same team. I get it. We're not on the same frequency. So that's what I'm saying for you. So something is making you feel like a teenager again. So congratulations. Yeah. Because you know your worth and you know your value. You know who you are, in other words. You know who you are. So you're learning how to be more conservative with your time and be emotionally mature. There you go. Yeah, you switching teams. So you found your star. You're not in survival mode anymore. You're tired of being bullied for whatever it is because people have been telling lies or whatever on whatever. You're tired of being bullied, right? Bullies are cowards. So instead of you going tit for tat and, tussling on horns here, see these horns? Your horns, trying to see who can push each other back farther or whatever. You're not feeling like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. You feel like somebody literally feels like a teenager again. So I do see somebody getting an increase. I see money coming your way in terms of like an increase at work, whether you stay on the job where you are right now, Leos, or you just decide that you're going to go to another place where you just feel like, okay, I remember this full moon that we had, and this is what the theme you're going to hear me say through every zodiac sign reading is you're going where you are appreciated, not simply where you're tolerated. Not where you're tolerated. Where you don't feel like you're a part of, like for this, for instance, right here, I see somebody meeting their soulmate, and I feel like, their family is going to be very welcoming. Very, very welcoming, right? They're going to see you as when I say big coin, big, B-I-G, coin, right? They're going to treat you like a big deal. This is not about how much money you make. They're going to treat you like a big deal because they really feel like, okay, one, you already know your worth and your value. That's one, right? And you're not compromising that anymore. So whoever you decide to team up with or align yourself with in feeling like a team, you feel worthy as you've made other people feel worthy. See, these kids right here are not always little kids. These are people's inner children coming out to play. You feel included. You feel like wherever you are, everybody's inner child can come out and play, and nobody feels judged for their inner child coming out to play, right? Right? So if you want to turn the record on and make a soul train line, no matter if you black, white, green, orange, purple, whatever, hey, everybody's inner child has come out to play. You even see a smile on a dog's face, right? So everybody feels emotionally supported. Everybody feels emotionally supported. That's what I'm seeing for you all. Somebody is just kind of sort of just tired of just like being in spaces where you just feel like that I can't sit with this crowd, or the Five of Pentacles. People don't know their worth and their value unless it's attached to the material world, right? And that's what I'm seeing for you all. That's what I'm seeing for you all. All right, so you're just learning, you're taking a note out, and you're learning how to save yourself. You're learning how to save yourself. Go where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated. Forget all of the other stuff. Who wants to stick around somewhere where you're not appreciated? I hope you don't, right? So somebody does have love in their lives, and they look at you as being, and I'm talking to men and women, right? Knight in shining armor. For men and women, right? This has nothing to do with sexuality. It has everything to do with you learning how to save yourself. You're learning how to save yourself from feeling like you're worthless when you go around certain people. Like you can't even just shine because you know who you are, you know? Make a whole, people. No, but that is how some people will see it, as almost like you're arrogant, you know, almost like you walk in a room and your people supposed to bow down. That is not even the energy I'm picking up from your cards at all. I'm not picking that up from your card. I'm seeing somebody who is confident, somebody who's always felt included, and to a point so much so you may have been loved up on so much that you can float in any, whether you're invited or not invited, whether you hear or here. That's what I'm picking up on for you all. So good for you. Good for you. You have found your star. Who has time? Life is too short. Life is too short not for you to be in your North Node. So yeah, it's your life purpose. Yeah, somebody has had lies been told on them from one side to the other. This right here, these salamanders right here. You had to go through some kind of a rebirth. Right, here's a page, and so you're getting a message now that, you know, in possibly in your youth when you're around people. I'm telling y'all, Leos, I'm gonna stop doting on you all so much. I know y'all like, you good for my ego. No, I'm really not trying to boost your ego. I'm really just trying to help you to remember your inner child. Page energy is messenger energy, but it's also youthful energy as well. And so in your youth, you know, somebody may have tried to downplay your light. Why they do that? Right? So yeah, somebody may have tried to, you know, lie to you and say that you were, you know, a bully, or, you know, or people were vain, vengeful, green with envy. So when you see bullying for you, and you see you around people who feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders, Leo, I see you teaching people how to channel that energy into, hey, move on. If you feel like you're being bullied, your feelings are valid, move on. That's what I see for you all. Save yourself, move on. That's what I see you all teaching people through your actions. Through your actions. Going where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated. There we go. Yeah. You're not Boo Boo the Fool. You don't have a big red stamp on your forehead that says Boo Boo the Fool. So yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you all. That's what I'm seeing for you all right there. Nice. So you're leaving behind a lot of distractions. You're leaving behind a lot of distractions where it could have felt like for you, something could have felt like for you, you were being pulled in two different directions, right? Yeah, you may even consider somebody, your person is your dog, right? Like, you know, y'all know we saying term of endearment. We're not talking about like, you could like literally feel like somebody is like your dog, you know, like, okay, this is my buddy, this is my, you know, this is my emotional, so they support me emotionally, we cool. Y'all know what I'm saying, the term dog, right? We're not making it a derogatory term. But some of you all may have wanted to have somebody not to follow you, you know, like a dog would around, you know, licking the side of your face and panting and wagging their tail. I mean, maybe some of y'all want that in the bedroom. But looking at your cards right here, Source is saying to you, you know, that's how you're learning to save yourself, of who's on your team and who's not your team, right? People, when they're in their North Node, they do not see you as competition at all. Stars are shining bright. Look at all these stars in the sky. They do not see you as competition. They feel like you shine, I'm shining, we shining together, right? All of us, we shine. Everybody on the team shining, right? We're a team. So that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. Yeah. Light High Priestess. Yeah, light high priestess. So something brought you into the light about something. Light high priestess. Yeah, somebody has. So yeah, you and somebody are learning how to just y'all learning how to just kind of quietly transition. Like really, just learning how to quietly transition. I'm telling y'all, life is too short for people not to find their North Node. It feels amazing in your North Node. I'm for real. People will not even recognize you in your North Node because they're like, well, I don't know this person. Who is this person? Somebody who's been stumbling around in the darkness, being lied to their whole lives. Oh, you expect too much out of life. You want too much out of life. It has nothing to do with paper and coins money. It's about self-worth and value, knowing your worth and knowing your value. So yeah, somebody is learning how to really take inventory of who and what they spend their time on is what I'm seeing in the card. We're going to go ahead and close this out. So hopefully this is helpful for you all, Leo. Keep on shining bright, Leos, plural, Leos. Keep shining bright. Go where you're appreciated and pull out the sword. For people who don't, you ain't getting into no arguments with people about nothing else. And not even an argument, because you are having some memories now. You're now starting to have memories of like what you have in common with people. It's like the moment people start, that's what you have in common with people. It's like the moment you start finding, people start finding their light. Leo, this is a gift. I'm telling y'all, this is a gift that you all have that I think they're just so untapped for some of you all. If y'all sit back and watch, because you all have experienced this your entire lives, Leos, of how people have tried to dim your light. I'm talking about family members, friends, people at school, adults when you was a kid. You like, how in the world is an adult hating on some kids? Like, what? What's wrong with them? I'm telling y'all, age does not equate to wisdom. But listen, y'all sit back and watch how when people enter into their North Node, they're in this positive energy, they're enlightening, they're inspiring and motivating people. Now y'all get a chance to sit back and see your impact, your in just the fact that people being around you, how your light has impacted people who may have had darkness, it spoken over them their whole lives. That is the power of being ruled by the sun. And this is for my cross watchers too, who have now really entered into, you're in your fifth house and you're just like that. You don't care what people think. Your inner child is coming out to play. People could think, oh, that person is silly. They, whatever. Because they sitting there back straight, like they got a rod in their back, super serious, like they sucking on a lemon. They can't even have fun. So source is saying that's how you all inspire and motivate people, Leos. Okay. So that's what I'm saying for you all. But you're definitely, if this is deeper than just watching over your money. You're saying, okay, if people don't see you as a team player, guess what? You taking your light somewhere where it is appreciated. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's go ahead and close this out. I feel like, and I'm going to mention, like I said, this scripture that I always like mention I love the book of Psalms, but I feel like a lot of you all are really kind of sort of reconnecting with just learning how to, because we know the book of Psalms is written by David, who is really, I call the book of Psalms poetry in motion. That's what I call it. But, that's just me, right? That would be like your water. Like just kind of sort of when you're in places where your anxiety is kind of high, you just feel like, gosh, I'm around energies who really don't appreciate, my light. I'm in good spirits and good mood. And those energies, sitting back. Psalm 139:14 speaks about you being fearfully and wonderfully made. Sometimes you need to tape it to your mirror. Really just read it to yourself on a regular basis. It's like, okay, when people devalue you or they forget your worth and it makes you almost forget your own worth, that's when you say, you know what? Source, give me the strength with the the strength, right? To move on from this. I don't have time for hate. Only time for love. That's all I'm making room for. If it's not on agape love energy, yeah, I'm gonna have to roll out. Don't invite me back, child. I can't come. Please leave my name off the list. I'm just in. So yeah. So let's see what else we got. Close it out. A deeper world. So don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance, even in dark times, will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. Yeah, in everyday moments. And so energetic pull. Yeah, a true master knows that when you create through your actions, do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. So follow it fearlessly and move world. Yeah, did I say move worlds? Yep, move worlds. And then here we have simplify life. So life is meant to be simple and easy. Don't let superficial energies distract you from your true essence. Simplicity and purity will lift your spirit, Leos. And then fulfillment. That's it. That's the world card right there, right? You've been all around this. Like you've been around. This is fulfillment, right? So you don't need anyone's approval. Let me say it again on the mic for the people in the back. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue and fulfill your purpose. Embrace your unique journey and trust it's leading you where you need to go. Leos, at your core, help people to allow their inner child to come out and play right in it. So if your inner child doesn't feel safe around people, just in general, your inner child feels like, okay, gosh, we so super serious, like we just can't even laugh. Like that's why I can't sit next to some of y'all, because I've had some moments where I've sat next to Leos and laughed until my side was hurting, until tears were running down my face, because funny. But really, in all seriousness here, so as I say, you're learning how to move on, transition quietly. Like when you all are real close, when y'all are close, when you're real cool with people, even them saying things that may insult other people, y'all could take a joke. Like really, I'm gonna just this is what I'm seeing here. So Leos, just keep being Leos. That's all I can say. Keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. Like y'all can really take a joke. Y'all can really take, even if somebody was like, oh, you such and such and such and such, y'all will come right back and just laugh. Like just, so that's what I'm saying. Go where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated. All that other stuff, people talking about this and that, y'all are seeing how when people find their light, how the same thing you've been going through your whole life, literally. So that's what you're celebrating. Yep. So clear the energy field. Clear the energy field. This right here, this purple right here, this right here lets me know we're talking about unification, right? You're at your, we're talking about you found your star. You are, like I said, that number 10, instant manifestation. Instant manifestation. Crown chakra. You're adjusting your crown, but you're helping other people to adjust theirs. That's how a lot of you all are going to be in receiving mode of how valuable you all are in people's lives. Watch. That's how you're going to start hearing, like, you are so valuable to me. You mean so much to me. That's when y'all getting ready to start hearing a lot of feedback from some people, Leos, and people have really valued your light in their lives, that you are not afraid to shine. Whether your physical appearance is something where people go, I think, Leos are so attractive. Somebody could come back and say, they've always admired, like maybe how you had a little extra pizzazz with your clothes, or maybe you wore yellow something, because yellow, gold, your color. Whatever it is, people are getting ready to start telling you the opposite, maybe of what you heard in your youth, where people were tell you you need to tone it down a little bit. That's just doing too much, right? Say, hey, look, you thought that was doing too much. I suggest you buy some sunglasses, because I'm about to do the absolute most. But that is what I have for you all, Leos. Thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, or consider subscribing. But that's what I see for you all. You're not turning down anymore. You are not turning down anymore. As a matter of fact, the light is about to turn all the way up in a very positive, high vibrating light. Continue, like I said, but that's what the fifth house is. The fifth house is really about really letting your inner child being in places where you feel safe. That's what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.